Morning all, that's Monday morning. We're getting back onto the to the plough. We're just putting plough metal on the Caverland. That was in bad condition when I finished ploughing with it, so we're getting on with that. We'll show you what we're up to. So you can see from my previous video, I think 2 or 3 videos back, we was putting metal on this Caverland. And I'm just, like I say, finishing that off today. I want to get this one done, get it out of the workshop, and then we can start on the other one. So this is what we're up to. I've got landslides to go on here and adjust the skimmers up. We'll show you a little time lapse of that. So that's a little speeded up video of just the landslides going on there. They are second-hand ones, which have been on the other side because they're reversible. So the left goes on the right and the right goes on the left. So we just got the skimmer points all tightened up and the skimmer moldboards all tightened up. For those of you who don't know, that's a skimmer point, a skimmer moldboard. And we can adjust them on the back. I'll show you on this one here. We can adjust them on them slides there. So we can move this point so it takes more or less. So these are all set now at the depth that I had when I was ploughing with it maybe a few months ago now. So they all need readjusting again because I would have set them with slightly worn skimmer points. So we'll just put a ruler on one and show you what I mean. So I've just picked this one here at random, and this one looks pretty good to me. And what I try and do is I'll have 5 inches worth of soil, which will go between the plough point and the skimmer point, which will be the amount of soil that goes over with the moldboard. And bearing in mind if I'm ploughing at 8 inches deep, which I possibly will be, that gives 3 inches worth of soil onto that skimmer. And that is how I would like to see it, especially on this Caverland plough. You'll probably notice there now that the skimmer point is a little wider than what the furrow would take. So the line of the ruler, now I set them so they're a little bit wider. So the skimmer is wider than what the actual furrow is. And what that does is obviously the skimmer will turn the soil in through this part here and be folded into the furrow. But this part here will just be a little bit wider so that if there's any trash that sort of balls up or bungs up at the front of it, we'll actually go to the side and go to the next furrow rather than going in between and then on top of your work. So it's quite important that you have the skimmer set a little wider. So I'm going to measure that now just to give you a rough idea. So we're looking at possibly 1 inch, probably, is it going to focus? Yeah, so we're looking, rough terms, about 1 inch, 1.5 inches wider than that moldboard. Yeah, another little trick I'll do, which most people are doing, I should think, is we'll put double nuts on bolts which are like that. Obviously soil running across here all day long, that'll wear the threads away, and then when you come to undo the nut, you just can't undo it. So we'll put a double nut on there. Yeah, I'm standing at the back of the plough now. You can see, just looking right in front of us, which is this. That is that furrow widener, which works off the back a landslide. You can see that, the shape, and that's what it cuts out of the furrow to allow that wide tyre which goes in there. That's the idea of that. So we have just done all this left-hand side. That's all done. All I need to do now is adjust the depth of the skimmers, which I will do when I get the other side changed as well. So we'll get on with that. For those amongst you who are fairly eagle-eyed, you will see we're not running a disc on this on the back of the plough. That's because of the furrow wideners. So obviously you can't have a nice, tidy, clean cut furrow when you've got those furrow wideners on. But you know, it saves the tyres on the tractor, busting that furrow wall down. So you know, I mean, you can see that one there. So this is ploughing right-handed, and you can see how they work. So they just cut that furrow wall away. I have done a little video for those of you who are interested. There is one going back, I think it's in early September. There's a video of me out ploughing with this, and me explain how we get that 710 tyre into that furrow. So we're talking about that tyre width running in a furrow behind this. Give it a look if you want. Right, we'll just go and get Radley's tractor all rolled up and get that turned over. And we can work on the other side. So, remember how it goes. Keys in. Oh, let's turn the electric off. There we are. We're on now. On these class tractors, you've got a button there, look, which is the electric, so you can turn them all off on a switch, which is quite good. Anyway, we'll put that back on, turn the key, she should be away. She's away. She's away. That's saying stop because the air pressure's low. Look, see the air pressure? Yeah, just letting everything boot up now and have a bit of a warm up. So we'll get this plough turned over and then work on the other side. Well, that's all ready. We don't need this, but I'm gonna just go into that. I think, yeah, we had them come out the other day and do an upgrade on the screen, so I think I need to just get out in the yard and get a signal for that. Anyway, we'll get that sorted. So I'm just outside now. We didn't get a very good signal about the yard here. Well, we are just trying to upload files on here at the minute, so we'll see how that goes. I'm just going to sit here for a bit, so I'm sure that's uploading. We just got the plough on the back. You can see this is how we transport down the road. So all the furrows are up in the air out of the way. I'll just go now. I'm just outside now waiting for that to all boot up with the Class Connect on the tractor. I just thought I'd show you the skimmers, how I was explaining this morning, how they sort of are a little bit wider. You can see there that if I stand behind here, you can see that they are, you know, a little bit wider. Standing behind this one now, you can see there, look, any trash that gets round that skimmer point there, look, there's no coming back. You can see that it's going to come back for this one here, and then the skimmer there, this bit part here, we're just going to turn that straight in to this furrow here, and that's what you want, so nothing will be left on top. You probably notice as well on this plough we're running trash boards on here, look, as well. You see them? So that part there is the trash board. So anything that the skimmer doesn't actually roll into the furrow, the trash board will then knock in before it has chance to go on top. Yeah, so if we're ploughing wheat straw in, anything like that, where we've got a lot of straw, you know, being chopped behind the combine, then and the trash boards will really turn that in nicely. But you know, I mean, this is our sort of second plough really, so I do majority of it with the Lemkin, and it's just nice to have this one ready, so if we do need to use it, we can go straight away. So I just got the shares and the points now all ready to go back on, so we'll get them fitted in place. Oh well, I set the camera up to get a slow time lapse of putting these points and that on. Anyway, the camera fell over, so yeah. Anyway, they're on now. There they are, points and shears. So next we're going to change the shins on this, that part there. And you noticed I said we put a double nut on that bolt there, look. That's the reason why, look, because the soil coming past, it'll wear the threads off. So if you've got another nut on there, look, it'll protect it. So that should be easy to get off now. So again on this one, there's double nuts on there. So this one's got a double nut on as well. And it was straight off. The other one didn't. Right, so we got the shins all out. And these are all back on, so we've got new shins all the way through now. And then next we're on with skimmer points. They're going on now. And then we've got the skimmer moldboards to go on there as well. So we're just getting on with that. So we're just going to put these skimmer point moldboards on now. I'll show you how they fit. So we've got the skimmer moldboard. Bolts go in there. One goes in there. And that goes in there like that. And we have a washer and a nut. Just going on the back. We have another washer and on there. And a nut goes on there. And you can see the adjustment we've got, so you can move that forwards or back. So we want a nice curve there. I'm going to go with that. And then I will adjust the depth of them when I get it all done completely. So that's one skimmer done. I've just got the others to do now. That one there, I need to take that one off still, the actual board, because it's hooked there. We'll get that off and then do the others. Right, we just put some more metal on the plough. So we've got landslides. I've finished all the skimmers off. I just need to now go and set them up. So I'm going to turn the plough over. So all the furrows are facing upwards. So basically in the road position, and then I can adjust the skimmers. So I'll just show you the skimmer adjustment, what we've got to do, which is on this part here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 screws, which you can undo. And then these legs, so this part here, will just slide up and down in the actual holder there. But what I do is I'll tip it over and it makes life easier. Otherwise these will drop out. You've got to try and hold two, and yeah, it just doesn't work very well. So we'll get it tipped over and I'll show you what we do. So I just thought we'd work on it outside now, but you can see now that it's in the transport position. I can undo those, and so it's that one, that one, that one, and that one. Undo them bolts and slide them across, and then they won't fall out. A little trick I do. So I'm just going to put the ruler across here now and measure the gap. Well, bearing in mind our new points, new skimmer points and everything else. And when I was using it last, that'd probably been worn up to about there, possibly even there. We'll measure it and see what it is. So there we are. I don't know if it'll focus. Yeah. So we got 3 3/4 inches across there. I need it to be 5. So we're going to adjust that and get that to 5. And the idea is we plough 8 inches, 5 inches worth of soil, which goes up on the moldboard, and 3 inches that skim with a skimmer. So skimmers skim, they do not bulldoze. So we just undo these bolts at the top here now, and I've just adjusted the skimmers out. So we're going to put a ruler from the point across to the actual plough point. So skimmer point to the plough point, and we're after 5. There it is. We'll just go and measure this side as well. So I just adjusted it. So from there, you can see, from there to there is 5. And that's what I want to see. And it wants to be 5 inches. Not 5 and a bit, or 4 3/4. It wants to be 5 on every single one. Right, so we just adjusted all the skimmers up, so we've got our 5-inch gap there between the plough point and the skimmer point. That should give us 3 inches of soil onto the skimmer, which is what I'm aiming for. So we plough around about 8 inches with this plough. Let's go and have a look. Right, we've got all them set up now down the line there. All them as well. Yeah, they aren't too bad for an old plough. That must be 25-year-old, if not more, I think, this old plough. But yeah, so that's all ready to go now. It just wants to grease up. I'll get that done. Just going to get the grease nipple gun out and found all this in here. All this whole string that I had to cut that out. Yeah, look. Everywhere still. They are, when all the work's done, he turn up, look.
I know.
Hey?
Got a bad smell, aren't I?
Just double nutting for me, aren't you?
Always.
Double nutting. You're a nut.
Yeah.
Ah, things have been really quiet today, can you tell? Right, I think you're actually enjoying that, aren't you? Really howling here. I can't believe it. We just watched that clip back that you're now about to see or have seen. Ah, hilarious.
Had to cheer you up somehow.
Are you all right now? Are you settled now?
I've had my V8 fixed today.
Ah, there. Oh, can you breathe now?
Yeah.
Oh well. There's going to be a bit of a. I can't even talk now. Was that just one? Was it? It's normally.
Just the one.
Yeah. Anyway, we had quite a good day today. Bradley's been out with the shooting party. I've been in the workshop and getting that plough sorted. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'm still giggling. Unbelievable. Anyway, we'll see you all tomorrow. From me, from Bradley. Bye-bye.
Bye!